Are you in pain? Have you asked yourself why you're in pain? Have you asked yourself what is your body trying to tell you through the pain? If you're like most of us, chances are you haven't asked yourself any of these questions. It's totally understandable. We're not instructed to ask ourselves any of these questions. We go to the doctor and we expect to receive some sort of a pill, or maybe we need some sort of surgery to take the pain away. But what about asking ourselves the question, what is our body trying to tell us through this pain? Now, our body is our friend. It's there to help us. Often, when it gives us physical symptoms or emotional symptoms, but physical symptoms can sometimes be the loudest, it's trying to get us to look at something in our lives. Look at something also in our physiology of our body. But maybe we don't have such control over the physiology of our body without some help of some healthcare professionals, but we do have control over what we're doing in our lives, the choices we make, the thoughts we think, the emotions we hold on to. So let's start by asking ourselves, what is our body trying to tell us? But before that, we have to start somewhere. So let's do a little exercise together. Scan your body, feel what you're feeling right now. How many times have you allowed yourself to do this? What happened today? Did you just get up, like me, jump out of bed, just start charging ahead with all this list of all the things you need to do? Well, maybe that's not the most ideal thing to do. So I've begun to learn. So let's right now do a little practice together where we stop, we feel our bodies. What are you feeling? So what I'm feeling is I'm locking my knees, my calves are very tight, feel a little bit of tension right here. I'm squinting my eyes a little bit and my forehead. My breath is a little bit shallow. I actually have a little bit of jaw tension. So now you do it. Do the same thing. Just list what you're feeling in your body. No judgment right now. Just list it. Okay, so you have your list. I have my list. Let's first of all start with, I'm going to start with my calves, because they're kind of the most prevalent thing. So my calves are tight because I'm locking my knees. Why am I locking my knees? Well, because I'm talking to you. Maybe I'm a little bit nervous. Maybe I'm trying to perform. Maybe I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. Maybe that's the way I am in life in general. So that could be causing me to have some low back pain, which I have sometimes. So let me just make a simple adjustment to my body. I just softened my knees. So what happened? The tension right here went away. Somehow my face relaxed. It seems my whole lower part of my body relaxed just from releasing my knees. And my breath is deeper, and incidentally, I feel less pressure to perform. I feel like we're just having a conversation now. So this is very simple checking in with myself to see what is my body trying to tell me. The message I was getting was I was having tight calves that were feeling a little bit painful. So I asked myself, why am I having the tight calves? Well, my knees are locked. Why are my knees locked? Because I'm having this sort of mental process of something I need to do, this sort of emotional response to it as well. I make one little body adjustment and the whole of my system changes. Now that's pretty miraculous. It's very, very simple, maybe stupidly simple, but how many of us actually take the time to ask ourselves, first of all, what are we feeling? Second of all, why might we be feeling it? What's our body trying to tell us? And third, how can we adjust it? I didn't need to go to the chiropractor to do this. I just did the little feedback system in myself. So think of if it's something deeper. Say we have cancer, a rather serious disease in our culture. Maybe we have some tumors, something that has coagulated. Maybe we're having a lot of pain from it. Perhaps we want to go and have some support from somebody. What is the healer going to do? Well, if they're a holistic healer like me, an acupuncturist, First of all, what I'm going to ask is, okay, what are you feeling? Let's check in with your body, see what you're feeling. What's your sleep like? What's your digestion like? What's your pain like? How's your breathing? How's your appetite? How's your elimination? So we look at all of that. Second of all, how emotionally are you feeling? So we list all of this. And then we try to put the pieces together. I, as the acupuncturist, I'm going to do the diagnostics. I'm going to feel your pulse. This is commonly what we do in Chinese medicine to assess what's going on inside of the body, the physiology. We're going to put all this information together, myself and the patient, and we're first of all going to find out what the body is trying to tell us. Is the liver congested? Is this why we're having this pain in our body? Is the blood in our heart a little bit thin? Are we a little bit anemic? Or our hormone levels are down? Is this why we're having trouble sleeping? Or are we just too agitated? Too much stress? Is this what's keeping us awake at night? And then we make the jump to something a little more sophisticated. I think this is where the aid of the health professional comes in. We are assessing what we're feeling. We're asking ourselves maybe why we're feeling this. And then with the help of the medical professional, we put our heads together and we try to figure out how something as cumulative as a chronic disease like cancer, sometimes a catastrophic disease like cancer, could be created from whatever's happening in our body, whatever physiologically is going wrong, or whatever emotionally we've been holding on to, or even whatever's been happening in our posture. This to me is the process of healing. We do it together, the patient and the practitioner. But first of all, it starts with the simple feedback system. What are we feeling? Why do we think we're feeling it? What is our body trying to tell us? We make peace with our bodies. We become friends with our bodies. And then we start to find ways to adjust it. We start to find ways to eliminate the stress that's creating all this inflammation in the body. We try to find ways to lighten the load that is having such a detrimental effect on our hormonal levels. We try to change our diets so that we're not creating so much turbidity, so much buildup of phlegm in our bodies that's coagulating into tumors or cysts or growths. And then we can start the process of healing. We're healing from within. We're not asking somebody else to give us something. We're asking for partnership, yes, with the medical professional, but we, through our feedback system, asking ourselves, what are we feeling? Why might we be feeling that? What is our body that loves us, that's trying to help us, that's on our side, trying to tell us? And then, through educating ourselves, we can figure out how to make the proper adjustments. Whether this includes medical intervention, like Western medical processes, surgery, chemotherapies, drugs, alternative medicine such as herbal medicine, chiropractic, homeopathy, acupuncture, massage. We can start to make the adjustments together. This, to me, is holistic, all-inclusive healing from within. So I invite you all to try this process just in your daily life of checking in with yourself, asking yourself these questions. Maybe seek out partnerships with medical professionals where you can work in this way. Or you can always contact me. My name is Nicholas Sieben. I'm an acupuncturist with a practice in New York City. My website, nicholassieben.com. I'm always happy to talk to you about this. Thanks for spending this time with me. I look forward to speaking with you again.